Well, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Crypto Corner, my video podcast where I discuss everything related to Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and blockchain technology. It is Monday, it's the beginning of a new week, and it's also the last day of November. So we have some news to cover. We're going to look at the markets and we're going to see what we can expect from December. Also, I'm going to give you my top 5 picks of altcoins that I am looking into and possibly investing in for this month. So don't go anywhere. Okay, so let's get started. So yes, it is Monday. We are going to go through the markets, and I'm going to also cover the news. Also this week, I'm going to do on Wednesday, I will be doing my AMA video, Ask Me Anything. I do have some questions that I already picked from the comments. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below so that I can pick them up and address them on Wednesday. Also, I will be doing a review probably tomorrow. Actually, I will do a review on this brand new device that I just received. It's called Apollo Cosmos. It's a hardware device. It is the latest hardware wallet that is still in pre-launch. Actually, they haven't really launched it to the public. They asked me to do a review, so I just received my device and I will be doing my honest review. Make sure that you catch that either tomorrow or latest on Thursday, but you will find out if you just watch out for my videos. So make sure that you're subscribed and you hit that notification bell so you're notified when I'm releasing a new video. So this is coming, as you can see, I'm posting almost every day right now because the markets are going crazy. We do have a lot to cover, so things are happening a lot right now. It's moving really fast. Anyway, before I start with the overlook of the market, let me first say thank you to the sponsors of this video, which is Cobo Vault. You already know about this company. I've been talking about it a lot lately. It is a brand new community-driven lending platform that aims to decentralize the borrowing and lending industry, and it allows borrowers to get access to hassle-free capital approved, voted, and supported by a community treasury in order to get any size loan without the oversight of a bank. They are currently in pre-sale of their CBLT token via BX Exchange. Their initial exchange offering actually just started, so to take part in this and to get your hands on the token at pre-sale prices, head over to coboland.com. You will find the link in the description of this video. Also, you can see the details of this initial exchange offering right now on the screen. The token is already supported by all ERC20 wallets, and with MetaMask you can even do an instant swap for any other ERC20 token of your choice, although I wouldn't really rush into selling it just yet. Alternatively, you can use Bancor or Uniswap, for instance, and some other exchanges. You can also stake the token, and staking is already live. The team has been busy building and launching all of these different features, so if you're one of the winners of CBLT from my previous giveaways, or if you buy the token now at the initial exchange offering at the pre-sale prices, you will be able to stake it. Also, incentivizing community members to operate and maintain liquidity pools is now live. Voting within the ecosystem is also right now live, and it's working without any bugs. Submitting proposals to the community for a vote is also live. They have grown a lot since I first featured them on this channel, and in the last 30 days they have actually grown their community base by more than 138%. The registered users now of Cobo Land are more than 3,000, and their Telegram group has grown to over 25,000 members. So head over to the link, grab it from the description box, head over, check them out, and make sure that you do your research. And if you are going to participate in their initial exchange offering, you will have to go through some verification of ID and all of that, so this is also in place right now. Let's look at the markets and see what is going on this week. Okay, well, it is another green week, as we can see from the screen here. We have Bitcoin pumping right now as we speak, 18,600. Ethereum is also going very strong, 585. Ripple has recovered a lot of the losses at 62 cents. It was at 50 or something like that in my previous video. Chainlink is at 13.85. It was around $12 in my previous video. So the big gainers today, we see Ethereum gained 6% in the last 24 hours. Polkadot is also 6% in the last 24 hours. And from the top, Dash is also at 7% gains. Aave, one of the coins that I will be talking a little bit later on about, is 15%, guys. So this is really the biggest gainer here in the top 50. So I will be talking about my top 5 picks for the coming month at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Now let's quickly have a look at what's happening with Bitcoin. Well, no surprise here. We see this is the weekly chart. We see that last week we closed on red, so this was the first red week, and as I expected, I predicted that. I talked about it in my previous videos that we were printing 7 green consecutive weeks, and that doesn't really happen very often. So an 8th week didn't happen. I was going to be surprised if it did, but it didn't, so no surprises there. Now we are starting a new green week, and I'm thinking that it's most likely that we will end on green. We're not going to go below. Everything is possible, of course, but if we look at the current price action, we see that Bitcoin is recovering very well from that correction. It printed a double bottom on the 4-hour chart, which is actually a sign that we are going up, and we did go up straight after that double bottom. So right now we are bouncing from this correction. I'm expecting that we will drop a little bit down before we continue another move, another push up, and this time we might actually break the all-time high. I think this is the target right now. Everyone is hoping and expecting it to happen. So it is likely that we draw a slight pullback here to maybe 17,800 or somewhere around there, and then we're going to go for the 20k, and this time we might actually succeed. We were stopped last time at 19,400. This time I think we will actually break it. We will probably touch the 20k, we'll correct slightly, and then we will try and go for 21. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's not forget though that the fear and greed index is still really high, guys. 88%. This is extreme greed, and this is showing us that a correction could happen at any point right now, but we've been actually at these levels for quite some time and we haven't really corrected. And in fact, we corrected only after we reached 94% or something like that in the fear and greed index. So being at 88, being under 90% in fact, is even bullish right now in the current circumstances, because we are in a bull market. So the fear and greed index, typically when it's over 70%, it points to a correction coming, but right now we're in a different stage. So at this point I wouldn't use that as an index for a correction until we reach 92-93%. Now let's quickly take a look at Bitcoin's dominance, because it has been declining ever so slightly. It was at 62.3%, I believe, last time we checked, and let's find out today. Well, 62.1, so not really much of a decline. It was just a little bit lower a few hours ago, in fact, and I think it was 61.80 or something like that. But we are going up, so money is flowing back into Bitcoin because everyone is preparing for the next push to the all-time highs, and many people are gearing up for it. Money is now flowing out of Tether or stable coins and back into Bitcoin, also this time into altcoins, because altcoins are actually doing very well this time. Bitcoin managed to push them further up rather than drag them down, because actually Bitcoin didn't do a sudden jump. It was quite a steady rise, and with the correction of Bitcoin they all dropped with it, but now they're all coming back with it, so it's actually pulling them up. And this is the total market cap of altcoins. As we see, the total market cap is going up. This is why we are seeing these positive figures in all of the top coins, and not only the top coins actually. Also, today is the end of the month, and if we stay at these levels where we are currently over $18,000, this could be and most likely it will be, the highest monthly close of Bitcoin. As we see, this is the monthly chart here. In 2017, when we were reaching these highs, the monthly close was down here at 13,000 because we reached this peak for a few days. Some of those prices we actually only reached for a few hours, but we never actually closed the month at these price levels. This was December. We closed it at 13,000, and January we actually closed even lower. So today will mark the highest monthly close of Bitcoin, and this will be very bullish, of course. Totally bullish. I mean, in the longer term, we are in a very strong bull phase, make no mistake. Even with the corrections that are happening and that will continue to happen, we are not canceling the bull run. The bull run will only be cancelled if we fall below here, this support here at 13,000. If we fall below this support, then we can talk about a cancelling of the bull run. Right now, we are, however, in a very strong bull run. Let's see how this will play out. I'm very excited about it. Now, let's go into the news segment of this video. And we're starting the news with some positive and very bullish news again for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Crypto Globe here reports that a former Goldman Sachs executive, Raoul Pal, now has 98% of his net worth in crypto. And why is this news? Well, because every time people who are involved with the banks or hedge fund managers are talking positive about crypto, it is big news, because these are people with influence, especially in terms of corporate investments, big money. So this is a guy who used to be working for Goldman Sachs. He co-managed the European hedge fund sales business in equities and equity derivatives. Currently, he is the CEO of finance and business video channel Real Vision, which he co-founded in 2014. And in April, in one of his newsletters, he explained why he believes that Bitcoin is the future and could one day have a $10 trillion valuation, which is huge. I mean, Bitcoin is under $1 trillion still. So if he's talking about $10 trillion valuation, we are comparing it here to gold. Also in October, he said that he has 50% of his private personal investment portfolio allocated in Bitcoin, and that he's considering selling his gold to buy more Bitcoin. Well, he just tweeted hours ago, he tweeted that he has a sell order for tomorrow to sell all of his gold and to scale into buy Bitcoin and Ethereum at 80 to 20 ratio. So 80% will be Bitcoin, 20% will be Ethereum, which by the way coincides with my own personal allocation, which I'm very happy to see. And that he doesn't own anything else except some bond goals and some dollars. 98% of his liquid net worth is going to be in crypto. So and welcome to the club. So am I. So this is very bullish news, of course. Then Forbes is reporting here on another big hedge fund that will possibly be injecting something close to $500 million into Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. Well, this is called Guggenheim Macro Opportunities Fund, and they say that they may seek investment exposure to Bitcoin indirectly through investing up to 10% of its net asset value in Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Well, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is the biggest Bitcoin trust. They tweeted a few days ago that they now hold more than 500,000 Bitcoin, which really makes it the largest Bitcoin trust out there. I mean, I wouldn't even begin to imagine what is that in dollars. 500,000 Bitcoin. This is certainly the biggest account of Bitcoin if you don't count the Satoshi account, of course. Anyway, I picked another tweet here that I want to comment on, and this is a tweet by Kwa Wang, who I don't really know, but I found this quite a good tweet. He's saying that buying Bitcoin today at 18,000 is better risk reward ratio than buying Bitcoin back in March when it was 4,000. And many people disagree with that statement. I have to agree, and I'll explain why. In terms of a risk, it's actually a much higher risk to be buying Bitcoin when it's crashing down. And back in March, when it was crashing, it went even below 4K, I think, for a brief moment. This was a free fall. Basically, we had the support at 6,000. That was like the strongest support. And as soon as that support got broken, it was a really dangerous moment. So I didn't buy Bitcoin at that point. I was waiting for the confirmation that we are recovering before I was buying it. Because once we break a major support, we are in a free fall. We can go even to 2K. We could have gone even to 1K, even though I didn't expect it. I was expecting that people will be hungry to buy it below the 4K, even below 3K, and so they were. But for people, especially for people who are not all in crypto and they do not follow crypto all the time, seeing a huge price drop like that and breaking a major support level like that is a big risk. Therefore, in many of the serious investors and professional traders wouldn't actually rush into buying that dip. They would be waiting for the coin to bottom out and to start showing clear signs of recovery and another bull run before they actually jump in. And this is what's happening right now. This is why even last week during the crash, I wasn't buying Bitcoin. I bought some of that dip, but I wasn't really rushing into buying it. And I'm buying it now at over 18,000, which is not as good as buying it at 16,700. But at the same time, we weren't sure whether that correction was going to stop there or whether it will break the lower supports and go and retest the lower supports. This is why, for me, it's better to be buying it on the way up. And I talked about this briefly in my previous video from last week, where I was talking about when is a good time to sell. I mentioned also a good time to buy, and I talked about not buying during a fall. Don't try to catch a falling knife, as we say, because during the fall it could go lower and lower, so you don't really want to be buying it when it's going lower. You want to buy it once it starts recovering and shows you a clear confirmation that it is already on the way up rather than on the way down. So in that respect, I actually agree with that statement. Now let's go into my announcement. Oh yes, well, it is Cyber Monday after all, and I do have a flash sale only for one day. You can see it here on your screen. Only one day and 2 hours will be this flash sale. 60% off my book, Learn Crypto. This is the book where I'm talking about everything related to cryptocurrencies, what cryptocurrencies are, what are the different types of cryptocurrencies, the difference between a token and a coin, in terms of fundamentals and technicals, what are good coins, what you should be looking into if you want to diversify your portfolio, how to structure your portfolio, strategies for buying, how the market cycles work, the FAT cycle versus the FOMO cycle, so that you don't get caught up in this and all the mistakes that people make when they first start investing in cryptocurrencies. Everything is packed into this book, and thanks to everyone who already bought the book. If you haven't got your copy yet, now is your chance to get it under $10, 60% discount for only one day. So this is it. Now let's go into my top picks for the next month. I have 5 coins that I'm really looking into and I am diversifying into. So these are my top 5 picks. Let's start with the first one. It is Tether. Tether, they just launched, it is actually having a very good performance over the last month already, but they just launched their streaming broadcasting platform, and it's getting more and more popular with more and more users joining every day. So I do see a future for it. I do see that it will be growing more in the near future, and this is why my eyes are actually on Tether. This is one of the tokens that I have been investing previously, and I've talked about it even back in March, I believe. So yeah, it is one of my top picks for the coming months, and especially for the coming month. My next top pick is Aave. You saw it already. It has had amazing performance over the last week and over the last few weeks. In fact, they're releasing their version 2 protocol, which could be a catalyst for the price of the token, which I'm expecting to happen. The Aave upgrade is currently on the Ethereum testnet, and it will be launching on its main net. The upgrades to the protocol will include better optimization of the transaction flows, reducing the number of transactions that you can actually need to interact with Aave. Also, they will be having tokenized debt positions, fixed rates for deposits, better stability for borrowing rates, private markets to support a wide range of assets. So all of these things are happening with Aave. They're also going to be doing a gas optimization so that they can reduce the gas fees, and they're going to be improving the tokens. They're already migrating from the Lend. They used to be called Lend, and now they're migrating to Aave. So this is almost, as you can see on your screen, almost completed, all of it. So there's a lot of development happening right now with Aave, and this is why we are seeing the price going up. Another one that I'm seeing a bright future and a lot of things happening is Polkadot. And in terms of technical analysis, Polkadot is actually looking very, very bullish to me. Look at that beautiful double bottom here. Top absolute confirmation is very similar to what Bitcoin did and what Ethereum did as well. Ethereum, in fact, is also in my top list. I am watching Ethereum. I am buying Ethereum as well. It looks like the launch of Ethereum 2.0 is going to happen on time. We still have only 1 day left to find out, but it looks like it will be happening, and this will be very bullish. So Ethereum is on my list. XRP is on my list, even though I'm not a big fan of XRP, but it actually started showing some signs of proper bullish action here, and it woke up after a very long period of doing nothing. You can see it was, you know, a long time of it doing nothing. Now in November 2020, XRP finally woke up, and we are forming this triangle here that any moment now we will be breaking out of, and I'm expecting a break on the upside rather than on the downside. So we'll see how that will play out. But typically when Ripple starts moving, it does big moves. So it's possible that we see another strong pump in Ripple. So my eyes are also on Ripple. Did I forget any? I think I mentioned all of them. Oh yeah, and Kusama as well. KSM. KSM is on KuCoin Exchange. This is where I'm buying it, and I'm also bullish on Kusama. It's here. Oh, it's also on Binance. Well, I'm trading it mostly on KuCoin, but I totally ignored the fact that it is also on Binance. All right. Well, Kusama is also one of those tokens that are having a very strong fundamentals. They are building parachains, and parachains are basically a side blockchain that can be attached to the main chain. So Polkadot and Kusama are actually doing that, and this will be big in the future. This is why I'm actually really setting my eyes on Kusama. I do feel that it has a lot of strong price appreciation to come for the token of KSM. So these are my top picks. Also, I'm bullish on EWT, Energy Web Token, but I don't really want to keep throwing more and more tokens to you guys. I know that at some point, I mean, I'm trading around 20 or sometimes even 30 tokens at a time, so I can't really start sharing every token that I'm trading here. There's no point. Sometimes I'm trading them very short term, but KSM, EWT, Aave, Link as well. These are tokens that I'm actually not trading very short term. I'm trading them kind of sometimes even on a monthly basis. Ripple and Ethereum, like all of these that I just mentioned, these are tokens that I'm not doing quick day trading or anything like that. I'm doing swing trading on them, position trading as well. So kind of slightly longer term. So these were my top picks. Thank you guys for staying until the end. I hope you like this video, and also head over to my Twitter. Make sure that you're following me on Twitter, because I'm starting a new giveaway. 1000 CBLT tokens, the sponsors of this video, Cobo Vault, are going to be up for grabs on my Twitter. I will be announcing it tomorrow, so make sure that you're following me there and you catch that tweet. Also, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment box, because I will be picking questions, and on Wednesday I am doing my AMA Ask Me Anything video. So I've already picked 3 questions that I want to address. Make sure that you leave more comments with more questions, and I will address them as well. This is everything. I'm signing off. Thanks for staying until the end, and I'm gonna see you in my next video.